true happiness in our life is found, I think, when we're just pouring our life out for other people. When we learn to serve other people and give.
I think that's where purpose and fulfillment is found. I see a lot of people that are just discontent, dissatisfied, just very unhappy. Let me say this to you. If you're that unhappy, maybe you need to turn your energies in a different direction, because if you've been spending all your time trying to make yourself happy, that's probably a big part of the problem.
That's good, yeah.
And again, I don't think anybody finds what they're looking for just through self-satisfaction. Your home, it matters. You're there to make a difference.
Well, welcome to Home Matters and Merry Christmas.
That's hard to believe, isn't it?
I know, like we need a Christmas background or something.
Well, we could wear those little necklace lights, you know.
Oh, no, we can't.
You need some lights and stuff.
No, we can't. Hopefully you have already maybe decorated at home. Yay.
Yeah, you should have by now.
Gotta
have it going on. And
I know. Got the Christmas music playing.
Music playing.
Well, no, we've had it playing for quite a minute.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Yes.
The reality is everybody's not like us.
This is true.
Sometimes Christmas is tough, and I get that too. This time of year is not easy.
That's right.
For some families. But again, we just encourage you to, find a place where, you know, that you find the peace of the season.
That's right. The peace and the joy.
He is Jesus, right?
That's right.
So we do wish you Merry Christmas. Hope you've had a great Thanksgiving, great time already.
I mean, I'm really struggling wrapping my brain around December.
It is time for food. This time of year where I eat candy for breakfast, I'm like turning my elf self. I'm the elf self in this time. I love sweets.
He
and
is
that kind
not
of stuff.
lying. I mean, Eric Boggs' sweet tooth is the
Snickers
size of
bars.
his head.
I ate 3 fun-sized Snickers bars for breakfast this morning.
Are you kidding? That's like confession. I didn't know you did that.
I did it.
Oh,
sure did it. But
man. Oh, well,
let's
listen.
get on.
Hey, great
families,
Christmas gift. Let me mention this. Marriage Matters Getaway.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, registration is open for that.
A few more weeks.
Room block is still open. It closes, I believe, about January 15th, something like that.
Yeah,
so
better get it now.
Don't wait.
Be a great Christmas gift to somebody. Mm-hmm. I think registration is $119. So again, you can get registered for a couple, $119. And again, that's great time. And we always say, I believe that it'll be life-changing for you and your family.
I know it has been for many. But, all right, topic today. Here it is.
Topic today.
I got it, okay? I'd be happy if, what are these faces about?
I'm just kind of playing.
You mocking.
I'd be happy if.
Well, I mean, I hear people say that.
Well, if what? Right?
Well, like if you would clean up the house.
I about spit on myself. Sorry.
I would too if you cleaned up the house.
I do clean up the house now. Wait a minute. I do clean the house. I clean spots and spaces.
Spots and spaces.
I help keep the house clean sometime. I vacuum every once in a while.
Merry Christmas.
See there?
No, I would be happy. What about
I don't see you doing things sometimes.
No, we're not talking about me right now.
I'm saying, I'd be happy if you would get outside and get those leaves up, or get outside.
No, I ain't doing that. Well, I ain't doing it. No,
but
come on, is that not the way? I feel like people, you know, we think that a lot. You know, I'd be happy if I had a different job. I'd be happy if
my kids act right.
Yeah, or I'd be happy if I didn't have to work a job. Some people feel that way.
I don't think that, though. Again, that is not easy. Now, again, people say, you know, staying at home. Staying at home does not mean you don't have a job.
That's
I've always
the truth.
said stay-at-home mothers have the toughest job on the planet. And again, when they're raising kids, small kids, that's a tough job. But
that is a tough job. That's a tough job in a lot of ways.
Other side, if you just sit around the house all the time, you're probably not happy.
No, you'll never be happy if you're doing nothing right.
Or serving somewhere, and you're just around the house.
That's right.
You know, I'd be happy if you'd be happy if you'd get off your backside and do something. Merry Christmas,
You're
by the
roll
way.
today. I know.
But again,
a lot of people feel like they'd be happy, or I hear this, I'd be happy, you know, if my spouse would do. We kind of were joking about that at the start, but if my spouse would act differently or, change, do things differently. Like this time of year, I'm thinking I'd be happy if I could get my shopping done and, you know, my house all clean and the baking all done and just be sitting back, just singing, "We wish you a Merry Christmas," and watching replays of Rudolph and the Elf. I would be happy if I could just have time to do that. But it's just like you just never really get to that place. It's like, what are you waiting on to find happiness? Or who are you waiting on to do something?
Try to make sure that you realize that, you know, the fact is there's so many people that think that happiness depends on happenings, what's happening to me or what's happening around me. And I think that's the whole point of this today is realizing that, man, you know, really what does somebody need to do?
Yeah.
Again, if it's all conditional, really, can you ever get there if everybody's got
If my happiness is only found in what, you know, others are doing or how others are acting or the things, we already said it, the happenings around me, the circumstances around me, then my happiness is going to be a roller coaster, right? And I think a lot of people live that life. They live the roller coaster life because they're always waiting on some other person or some other thing to happen and fix everything that I feel like I'm missing.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, again, if you, I've found that in life a lot of times people, they think, you know, if other people would just treat me right or do different, and the reality is sure, people affect you, but somewhere or another you have to recognize it's not in fixing everybody else that brings you, can I use the word contentment?
Yeah, I think that's a good word. Yeah, fulfillment.
You know, happiness, all that. I think that you know, we look on the outside when the reality is what happens on the inside. Is what produces what we're really looking for.
Yeah.
And what we're really looking for, and again, we say this in marriage and family, man, this is something that if you can get a hold of this, I think it can change everything as you head into the end of this year. I mean, you going into, 2026, we're getting ready to.
That's just crazy.
But the fact is, as you head into the end of this year, I think you can find a place that inside of you, that, like Paul said, he said, whatever state I'm in, I'm content.
Yeah, I can find some contentment.
And it's not that you're settled or fat and satisfied, but that you find a place that regardless of what's going on around you, there's something good inside of you, within you. So there's something that you can rest in. So I think that's something that a lot of people struggle with. And again, sometimes it's conditional. What's going on with our kids dictates that. What's going on with our job dictates that. What's going on with our spouse.
All those things,
our neighbors or whatever. And what we're trying to say is, man, there's a place beyond that. I think, you know, maybe we in this country, America, maybe that's a struggle for us because, you know, in our foundation, we talk about the pursuit of happiness. But I think as a believer, we have to understand it's not that pursuit of just happiness because that's going to change. I mean, everything in my world could be perfect. You know, all my people connections, they could be acting right. Everything could be going right. But there's still going to be days when I'm just not happy if I'm just basing that on everything that's going on everywhere. Even if people are acting right, if it's just based out of that pure happiness and what's happening. Because all my people can act right, but something's going to happen
right?
Yeah.
That's going to steal that away. So I think just maybe two different things here. One is just, you mentioned it earlier. If you're just sitting around doing nothing and just waiting on everybody else to make you happy, then that's a problem, right? Sure. I think we have to understand and see that I'm here. Jesus said it. I didn't come to be served, but I came to serve. He came to serve, to love, to give his life, man. And in this season, what a greater time of year. I mean, there is no greater time of year to focus in on just who Jesus was in his coming, in his giving, in his serving. And true happiness, or can we use the word joy in our life, is found, I think, when we're just pouring our life out for other people, when we learn to serve other people and give.
I think that's where purpose and fulfillment is found.
Sure.
You know, I often say, I see a lot of people that are just discontent, dissatisfied, just very unhappy. I've used the word miserable a lot. Some of the most miserable people you ever find on this planet. And let me say this to you. If you're that unhappy in your marriage, maybe you need to turn your energies in a different direction, because if you've been spending all your time trying to make yourself happy, that's probably a big part of the problem.
That's good, yeah.
And again, I don't think anybody finds what they're looking for just through self-satisfaction. And I think when we turn and we recognize, Jesus said the greatest is the least, the greatest is the servant of all. Greatness and purpose and destiny, and defining that for your life, realizing there's significance, that your life counts, your life matters. That's what we're shooting for. That's what we're hoping kind of catches in this time, that even as you parent, there's purpose in that. As you husband, there's purpose in that. As you listen, as a wife, there's a purpose. As a child, there's purpose that you serve. That regardless of what place you're in right now, there's significance to your life. Your life counts. Your life matters. And I think that it's easy for us to just get so caught up in the place that we only look at ourselves, or we only consider ourselves.
Yeah, what's making me happy?
Yeah,
because the culture we live in. When I stop getting happiness out of a thing, sometimes I change the thing. Right? I think in the culture we live in, when the happiness runs out, then, people are looking for another job, or they're looking for another house. They're not happy with this, or they're looking, God forbid, for another spouse.
Yeah.
But if we follow what you're saying, and that I'm pouring my life, I'm giving, I'm providing maybe the happiness for somebody else.
Yeah.
There's such fulfillment in that, in our own life. And I think about this season. I know we've, for years, had an angel tree at our church, and when our kids were little, they're all grown now, we'd get those names off the angel tree.
Yeah.
And, all the I'm telling you, there was a lot of shopping going on my end. And to think, okay, I got to add, because we'd let each of our kids get one, 4 more people to this list that I have to buy, not only financially, but the time and all.
Still do that to some degree. But.
Yeah, we do. But I'm just saying, in that time when my kids are little, there's so much going on. The thought of, taking them to town and letting them help me pick out gifts for that was not happiness at all. But the joy that was found in that, on the backside, and what my kids learned from it, man, what came out of that.
Yeah, but you're saying instead of self-centric, you're other-centric, right?
Others, right.
You make a priority out of other
better than
people.
Thank you, yeah.
But in that, again, you do realize that, man, you prefer other people. Philippians 2, we use it all the time, that other people, that in your, and again, in the marriage relationship, your spouse, what about them? What about serving them? What about making their life better, right? Your kids, serving them, your extended family, your neighbors. Again, I think that when we get at a place that we can really look out and say, you know what, I can help here. I can serve here. I can give here.
Yeah.
That's where
I'd be happy if I can serve somewhere. Man, can that language change? I'd be happy if I can see that I'm making somebody else's life better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where it's found. I love that. I want to share a quote because I think we can find that fulfillment in our life, purpose in our life, a good word that you used, when we're serving others, when we're loving others.
Right.
But listen to what St. Augustine said. I love this. He said, our hearts are restless until we find our rest in God. Our hearts are restless until we find our rest in God. And I think we can look at that and say, our hearts are restless in that we're always searching for happiness until we really find rest in God, where we receive the joy, the joy of the Lord. So in this season, when we talk about peace and love and joy and all those things, I mean, if we just base life on trying to find happiness, it's never going to happen. It's always going to elude us, right? It's always going to be a fleeting moment. But if our life is based in the joy,
it all runs out, doesn't it?
Every single time.
Everything in this life exhausts itself eventually. There's nothing in this life, there's nothing tangibly that lasts forever. All of that will go away.
Fade away.
You look forward to the Thanksgiving break. You had a couple of days, and guess what? We're back at it, right?
Back at work.
You look forward to vacation. And I'm not against any of those. I love vacation.
I love vacation, right? Yeah.
But that comes
when
to
it's
an
time
end,
to go home.
right?
You just,
you think, man, I got this new car. That car gets old. The thing is it doesn't matter what you do. You do realize that in life things do kind of fade away.
That's
and
right.
what we're encouraging you to know is that there's a depth about life and a purpose about life. This statement in Nehemiah, the old prophet, I
love it. Nehemiah 8.
Yeah, where he's saying that he's going to rebuild the city wall of Jerusalem. He said that the joy of the Lord is my strength. There is a place that you draw strength. From the simple fact that you've got relationship with the Lord. And I think that has to happen individually and as a family unit. As a family, that you have to recognize that in every day of your life. You have to make that the place of your focus and your attention.
The joy of the Lord. Man, and what comes in this season. I think about another passage in James where it says, count it all joy. Essentially what it says is when you have trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, you can read the whole passage. There are several verses at the beginning of the chapter, but maybe, the things that we find in our life that cause us to be unhappy, maybe the struggles and the trials, if we can ever understand, in God's, there were some people we can read about in the scripture. We don't have time to go into all those, but man, they encountered some things that absolutely didn't make them happy. Difficult trials and tribulations and troubles. And that's what the passage says there in James. Wow. But I'm getting my tongue off table. Did I almost turn the table over too? I'm sorry. Well, I did it again. Getting excited over here. But the fact is, those things that may be making me so unhappy, that may be causing me to want to skip ship, so to speak, and just jump ship. Skip ship. I'm struggling over here.
I like skip ship. Only thing, be careful when you say it. Skip ship.
Eric Boggs. Is those things really that might be growing me and forming me and teaching me and really creating a place in my life that maybe it wasn't a happy time, but even in it, I could find joy because I was growing and becoming more like Jesus.
Yeah. Christmas is a wonderful time, right?
I love it. I really do, yeah.
Again, it is a wonderful season of the year. And we just encourage you as you go through this time, again, that you allow whatever is going on to add up, right? Whatever the chaos is, let it all be added up.
Count it all joy.
And just see what God can do in this time, in this season. Again, we hope that as you move through this time, we hope you're engaged in a local church. We hope you're engaged in your community. We hope you're engaged at home.
That's right.
And you realize, man, I'm here to add so much to their life. I'm here to be a strength and to be a resource and to really to build their life. And you're not so focused on self.
That's right.
that you lose your sense of being, because in that you've lost your joy. You've lost, and man, that just brings you to a place where I think there's so much, I hate to use the word misery, when you are so self-absorbed.
Caught up with self, yeah.
And self, like I say, if you're so focused on making me happy.
Yeah, and we do it, man. We do it in this time of year. We're so caught up in that so many times. But listen, not just the happiness we're looking for. It's not just the pursuit of happiness. It is the pursuit of joy himself, of Jesus Christ. Man, you pursue him in this time of year. See the joy of the Lord fill your life. And as Nehemiah said, it's that joy that's my strength. Man, it gets me through every day. Yep. Love it. Love it.
Hey,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. Hey, hope you're able to take some time during the next few weeks. I know a lot of times for us, it's usually after the big day, that we're able to just chill a few days.
Yeah, busy
you get
until
some of that.
Then.
But if you're not able to just shut it down just take some time and realize, hey, it's not about me.
That's right.
It is about others, and you'll find some joy in that.
You said it too, and I just want to encourage you. Hey, get in a place of worship. Hey, seek the joy, the joy bringer, the joy filler in that corporate setting this time. If you don't have a church home, come see us at Beach Springs.
Yeah, man, we're doing a Christmas spectacular here at Beach Springs.
December the 19th on Friday night.
Yep, 19th. And
several times on the 21st on Sunday. Yep, 19th and the 21st.
I think that's right.
Yeah, Friday night and then Sunday.
Okay, is that those dates are right though?
Yep.
Okay. But again, we'd love to have you come be with us, and again, it's going to be a great time to celebrate.
Can't wait. We'll see you next time. Hey, in this season and in every season,
always remember,
your home matters.
It does. See you next time. Bye-bye.